Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Select start for 2 players. Do you feel this? Do you feel this vibe? This is the vibe that we're on for Fraternity of Girth's new Level Up collection. Level Up collection is live now at fogapparel.com. I've got every shirt. I've been rocking every shirt. I'm a total cheater. I got them way ahead of you guys. It's cool. I tested them out. They're awesome. They're comfortable like always. Get this collection. Use code HEAVYLIGHT. Go level up. Go train. Go throw. Go get crazy. Go eat big. Go live big. Do what you do. Get the spread gun. Light up the jungle. That's the vibe that we're on. fogapparel.com. So despite my best attempts for this to be a Highland Games podcast, it really just has become a personal journey into Mike's ability to keep himself entertained with his own thoughts, and then sprinkle in some throwing at Highland Games and making fun of other people's names here and there. But the good thing is that we got games coming, y'all. We do have, I'm not going to say we have a season. I'm not going to say this is happening. But we have enough games being put together for the fall that I think people are going to have a chance to get out and do their thing. And that's really what we're all about. That's all of us. We just want to get out and have a chance to express ourselves out there. That's it. That's really all we want. Like, we want the chance to go out, perform, put on our silly little kilt, put on our sport kilt, by the way. Let's make sure we say that. Put on our sport kilt, go out, see our buddies, throw, have a good time. That's what we're looking for. And I think it's going to happen. I think. Obviously, if you follow this COVID thing enough, you know that the U.S. hasn't done exactly what you call a good job with flattening the curve, with keeping ourselves safe, and I think Texas in particular is leading the nation in new cases. Go Texas, #1, right? So I don't know. Don't screw this up, guys. Don't screw this up, United States of America, because Highland Games athletes need a season. There should be, if nothing else motivates people, it should be that they want to see kilted athletes do their thing, right? So the idea that I have is we're going to do a little bit of a roundup. First, I'll kind of get you up to speed on what's going on around the beach house. B-E-A-C-H. No, that's B-E-E-C-H. Spell your name right, dude. So the deck, I know everybody's waiting for deck updates. Don't worry, it's coming. The deck is finished. The deck is completely finished, built out, stained, and the hot tub is on it. We got a free hot tub. Pretty sweet. It's not sweet yet, though. So a neighbor a couple streets over, actually, they wanted to get rid of theirs. I was asking around, like, oh, where can we buy a good hot tub? Who does good hot tubs? And he's like, I just want to get rid of this one. It's older. It's a 2006 model. Needs a little TLC, but it's free. Like, it's not thousands of dollars. So I had to build a deck for it, basically. That was the price that I wanted to build the deck myself. Could have had it done, but that's not a real dad move. Have somebody else build your deck. So I did it. And built the deck. I think it's approximately it's a 14 by 11 deck, and did some nice little angled corners on it to save some room in the yard, make it real nice and aesthetic. And put an apron around it so you can't see all the junk going on underneath. I definitely over-engineered the thing, by the way. So if nothing else, it's going to hold a hot tub. It may have cost twice what it should have in supplies, but at least it's not, no hot tub's going to come crashing to earth through it. Knock on wood there. So that is the biggest deal, the absolute biggest deal. That's just been eating up a ton of time, though, is getting out there and working. I mean, I one-man this thing. I did. It was a one-man job, so it took a little longer than having any sort of support. I mean, Leah, my 3-year-old, did ratchet in some lag screws for me. So I guess technically I did have some help. I can't say that it was a complete solo job, but no, my neighbor Colin was actually awesome too. He has a sprayer, has a little pretty portable paint sprayer that I used to put the stain on. So that cut the time a good bit. That was pretty cool. So okay, deck updates. We got that done. I know everybody was very, very worried about that, and that's just all the calls and emails. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support with that. But we got it. We did it, y'all. We did it. We made it. Mama, we made it. What else is up with me? So coaching is going fantastic. New people coming in all the time. If you're listening now, welcome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for getting on the program and making yourselves better and joining the crazy little group of people that go out and throw a bunch of times a week. And so then the beta testing group for the lifting is going fantastic. I can't see a reason why, with a couple of little adjustments based on what they're doing, that we can't release this year. So I think that'll be an awesome thing for the off season for a lot of people that are looking for a little more structured lifting program that's tailored to Highland Games throwers. So that is coming. I'm working on the Heavy Light second edition book. That's not coming super soon. I was recently on the Sornex podcast talking with Brandon, and I made mention that book is probably 10 months away. I think that's accurate. I want to do this right. This isn't just to crank it out and put it out there, put another program, put some other ideas out like this. I want to make this more encyclopedic, and I want to make this more a total training book for the Highland Games. And thankfully, I've got very smart people in my corner, in my network. Hopefully I have some cool breakout boxes from them. I've talked to a couple of people that are on board for doing that, for giving their perspective, because my perspective is not the best or the only one. So why not have as many of the people that are good at this out there contributing to one place, contributing to one work, and having everybody come to one place to get as much information as they can. So that's the idea there. That's what I'm doing. So training-wise for me, today was kind of like a day one for me, because the big thing for me is this is on theme with us looking at games coming back. It looks like Lightweight Nationals is going to happen September 19th in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I'm going to go. I'm going to compete at Lightweight Nationals. Now, I competed last year, took third place in Utah. Was happy with that based on where I was. That was just before I kind of hung them up. My temporary retirement that I did over the off season, which, again, I always say, like, I meant it. It wasn't just like I don't retire or whatever. Like, I really thought about it and really hung it up, and then I came back. I can't quit you guys. So, but I'm going to Lightweight Nationals as long as that festival remains available and open in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If nothing changes, hopefully the pandemic problem continues to get better. We do flatten the curve, and a lot of these concerns go away. And the good thing about it being in Tulsa is I can drive. So today was I'm 94 days out right now. And that today was first day of, okay, get on your own program for real. Like, I'd been doing it along with the beta testing athletes, but I would miss days here and there because I was building a deck or I was on vacation or whatever. So I've been keeping up with them for the most part, but now, look, I'm on it. I'm practicing what I preach. Everything that I put out to the lifting group, I'm doing. Following my own throwing programming, I'm continuing to do that. So, I'm going to really put my methods to work on me. I'm going to use myself as a test subject and try to be the best coach for me that I can. I cannot coach myself. I've said that many times. I'm not the best coach for me, so I do have other resources. I have other eyes. I have technical coaching for the Highland Games that I can rely on, and I do have people that can consult on my lifting to kind of see where I could push harder or I could make modifications. And that, I definitely highly recommend that. Have a core philosophy, have a core principle, have things that you believe and that work for you. Commit yourself to them, your throws program, your lifting program, but always have other eyes if you have that possibility. If you got a throwing group, I know it's been hard this year. If you got a throwing group, you got other throwers that you trust, you want to send me a text or whatever. Even if you're not one of my athletes, just send me a text. Say, like, does what I'm thinking here make sense? I'll fucking tell you. I don't care. Like, I talk throwing all the time. What's one more conversation? So, have other eyes doing that. But that's what I'm trying to do as well. But I'm taking this one serious. If I can stay healthy, I'm going after it in 90 days. I'm not going to be happy with third place this time. I'm not going with the idea that I'm going to be happy in third place. Let me put it that way. I'm not going there. Last time I was happy to podium with that group of monsters that competes in the lightweight class now. I was happy to do that because I know where I was in shape wise and priority wise and everything. I will have I don't want to promise this because life is life, but if everything goes how I want to, I will have no excuses 94 days from now. I will go in there with no excuses other than I was better or somebody else was better. And that's it. I love these guys. They're the lightweight class has grown into such a cool group of guys and such a neat group of athletes. I adore them. We're all in a big group chat together. A lot of the top guys are, but I'm coming for y'all. I've told y'all since after the Arnold, I'm coming for y'all. I'm not done. I'm 40 years old. I get it. I'm old as shit. I'm not as old as Jeremy Irvin, who's 79 years old, but I'm old as shit, and I'm coming for y'all. I'm not gonna roll over. I want more titles. There. I want to win. I don't fucking like losing. I didn't like going to the Arnold and taking 5th or whatever I took. I didn't like it. So I don't want to do it again. So I'm going to show up in September the best version of me that I can possibly be. And that'll be fun. The training for that will be fun, and I'm glad that I have something to work towards because I was really worried that this year I would not have something to work towards. You guys want something to work towards, right? So we're going to do a roundup now of what you can be working towards. I put out a call on social media to say, hey, if you got a games that you know about that's coming back up, or that's rescheduled or one that's not been canceled yet, let us know. Let's get it out there, and I'm going to put it on the podcast. So that's what I'm doing now. So this roundup of games that are coming is brought to you by Sport Kilt. Sport Kilt is the #1 supplier of kilts and kilted-like supplies and Scottish festival supplies. And there's a reason for that, because they're good. They're really good at what they do. They are the best. I've worn Sport Kilt my whole career. Most of the throwers that I know at the top of the game have worn Sport Kilt their entire career because it's great quality stuff and they support the Highland Games through and through. They're sponsoring this podcast. They're sponsoring these roundups. So go to Sport Kilt, show them your support. Use code HEAVYLIGHT, all one word. You're going to save some money there. All right, let's talk about roundups. You're going to have me clicking through comment sections of like different social media outlets. So bear with me here. Okay. I'm just going to start from the top. Dothan, Alabama. Those are rescheduled for September 19th. Now, if these are listed, if they have the ADs and stuff like that, I'm going to do the best I can to mention those or like contact information, stuff like that. But I'm going to leave some of that on y'all. Y'all can figure it out. You know your festivals a little bit. But, you're going to, in your throwing groups and stuff, you're going to have people, or in your online groups, or in your little internet clubs, you're going to have people that ask like, oh, how do I get started? And just point them to these games, find that information, and give it to them. They're going to be looking too. So Dothan, Alabama games are scheduled for September 19th. I met him at a rodeo arena in Dothan, Alabama. Douglas County Highland Games, Umpqua, that's not a real word, Umpqua, Oregon, August 22 and 23. They have an Eventbrite page. Go check that out. And if you want to, go to my Facebook and look in the comment section of this. You're going to be able to see this stuff too if you don't follow me there. Look for my last name, Beach, Beech. I'm the guy wearing a cool shirt with a stupid face. John Estes says, charity games in Colorado Springs with limited competitors. Ooh, limited edition games. And rules from health department. Yeah, makes sense. June 27th. The AD is Joseph Moore. He's worked his butt off to comply with health department and rules. Good man. That's good. I like that. I like actually that, John, former heavyweight athlete, is holding that out and making sure that people know that. People need to feel safe at these things, man. Nobody wants to go to a fucking Highland Games and get coronavirus. Like, whatever your personal theories about, about whether masks work or not like that, just fucking be smart and be considerate of other people who may have that worry, because it's a valid worry. If you don't have that worry, fucking cool for you, man. But be considerate of other people who have that worry. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. So be nice. Be cool. Let's see. Something to do with Ryan Seckman, who is a lightweight masters competitor I've thrown with. Really cool guy, too. Beat me in hammers. What a dickhead. The 2020 Cheyenne Celtic Festival. I threw hammers like shit that day, Ryan. Don't get all up on yourself, okay? Don't get all high on your shit, buddy. Nah, you did great, man. 2020 Cheyenne Celtic Festival, but still fuck you. Dunbar Field at Lions Park, Cheyenne, Wyoming. So we're all just going along with the idea that Wyoming's a real place still? Okay, just making sure. Okay, Nicholas Robinson, heavy light athlete and heavy light lifting athlete. Central Kentucky Highland Games. That is, they have a sign-up form. When and where is Central Kentucky Highland Games? Let's click on that. God, Nicholas, you're making me click on things. God, man. All right, Eminence, Kentucky, Saturday, September 19th, 2020. Sweet. Men's Open, Women's Open, Masters, Women's Masters. Oh, that's Carrie's game. That's right. Oh, yeah. That's KO's game. That's Carrie Overfelt's game. So get in touch with Carrie. Tell him Beach sent you. I want everybody that goes to that game say I'm only here because Beach sent me from the Heavyweight Podcast. Do that. Yeah, I love you, KO. Thanks for keeping that together, man. I know losing nationals sucked. Masters National Championship sucked, but I'm glad you're keeping that together, man. Just keep everybody safe out there. Have a good time. Chance Kyle says, American Heritage Highland Games. This one I've been hearing about a lot. These guys are doing a good job pushing this thing. American Heritage Highland Games, Chelsea, Oklahoma, July 18th. Chelsea, Oklahoma, July 18th. Man, if I were free July 18th, I might go up and do that. That'd be fun. Let's see. Myrtle Beach Games, November 14th. Myrtle. I think that is going to be... I know Aaron is going to be there. Friend of the show, friend of my life, Aaron George. I think he's throwing in the pro class. I think that's the plan right there. Myrtle Beach Games, November 14th. I don't know who the rest of the pro class will be. I would assume Wes Kaiser and Size, shout out to the Biscuits and Bowl podcast, will be there, but I don't know. And Rob Hatch isn't judging. I gotta get back to that. That's good. So I've never seen the Masters class of the Scottish Highland Games come together with so much unity as they did. Then I guess it was at the American Heritage Games. They were going to have Rob Hatch, whom I've never met in person, I don't think. But apparently this guy had... I'll come back to this, but apparently he had some sort of ridiculous resume, like that he was like a Masters world champion 9-time, like he'd won like 94,000 games or something like that. And Miles Wetzel, like, does anybody know where he won the championship? I'm not sure. So this has led to this litany of like everybody just lighting this dude up, and apparently there's a long history. He's ripped people off like by selling shitty implements or promising to sell implements, taking money and not selling them. Here's the deal, like oh man, I gotta find that thread. I know me hunting around for stuff on the internet is not gonna be, fantastic podcast listening, but it's so good because everybody's usually, when you have like a personality problem or something, like, or somebody that people don't like. I've talked about this before. Like, I've decided basically not to dislike anybody in the Highland Games. I've made it years ago. I made that I swore it on Twitter, guys. It's on Twitter, so it's real. But, usually there's like differing opinions. Like, you'll get somebody say, oh, such and such is an asshole, or he's a fuckface at this game. You'll be like, no, I know he's not a fuckface, he's a great guy. Like, he's just, and there'll be disagreement, or like, and then there's all these divisions form, all this kind of stuff. But Miles posted this. Miles posts a lot of stuff, so I've got to scroll through it, guys. I'm sorry. Come on, Miles. Trim your feet here, buddy. Where is Miles' post about this, about Rob Hatch? I know he didn't delete it. That's not a very Miles thing to do. He would not have done that. Huh. Was this the guy that did the Fitness Truth video? No. Yeah. Oh, God. That's Rob Hatch? The guy that did the Fitness Truth Highland Games video, episode 208 of Fitness Truth, whatever that is. He's the guy that did that YouTube video. I always thought that was the weirdest, and I was like, that guy can't. I guess he knows what it is, but he doesn't look like the guy you should be learning from. But anyway, it's whatever. He's putting out content, I guess. Good for him, but it was rough. Okay. The American Heritage posted, meet your lightweights judge Rob Hatch. And this made me immediately want to go sign up for that lightweight class no matter what, by the way. 17 years of competing, 2009 Masters World Champion. He placed 4th that year. I don't know and why he gave that as his... crowning achievement. 136 games competed with 96 first places and 20 top 5 finishes. Represents Clan Hall and United States Marine Corps. And Mild just asked, does anyone know where Rob won the Worlds? It's fantastic because everybody in the thread has a reason to not like that dude. And that's amazing. Because like I said, it's usually there's some dissenting opinions. But like everybody, like half the people had a story about him where he was like a shit, or he didn't come through on a promise, or he ripped them off, or something. And he was almost immediately summarily removed as a judge, and had a family thing come up or whatever. So that, yeah, there you go. But where's the thing I was looking for? Yeah. So okay. This was the greatest, like. People are all over it, dude. And like I've said, the Masters group is normally not a group of a great deal of unity. Like, there's a lot of bickering and there's just a lot of them. I'm not saying like it's a quality of that group or whatever. It's just a lot of people that are a lot of opinionated dudes and ladies. And there's going to be a lot of disagreement. No one disagreed on this. No one came to his defense. And that was a big clue for me. And you know what the biggest clue was? Chad Clark said, fuck that guy. Have you met Chad Clark? I've talked about him plenty on this podcast. He's one of the nicest and most giving people in string sports and the Highland Games. He goes to bat for this sport in every possible way, and I've never heard him say a bad thing about anybody, and I've never seen him be mean to anybody, ever. I've never heard him take part in shit talk or bad talking behind somebody's back or all. I've never heard it before. He's a sweetheart of a person, just a big, lovable guy. And he said, yeah, that got ripped off some friends of mine. He can get fucked, basically. Like, I'm paraphrasing. Chad has a better way with words than I do about this sort of thing. But, yeah, if Chad Clark doesn't like you, pretty much automatically fuck you. How's that? All right, I've gotten way, way off topic here. Let's go back to games. Highland Games, right? How long did you guys think that I could actually keep this about Highland Games and not just whatever bullshit entertained me? It wasn't going to happen for long, right? All right. Frankie, she posts, the Great Lakes Scottish Highland Hootenanny. Oh, that's cute, guys. That's in that's in Galloway, Ohio. That is June 27th. June 27th is the Great Lakes Highland Hootenanny. Hootenanny. Galloway, Ohio. They're hootenannying in Galloway. Danny Webster has a Backyarder Games on August 1. I wanted to go to that. Unfortunately, I cannot. That's the story of most of Highland Games in the world. SAAA Seaside, Ventura, California is still on. Don't have dates on that. I'm not going to look it up. Too lazy. Scots on the Rocks and Moab, Utah is as well. Can I call Moab Moab? Okay, let's see. Check out the Association of Scottish Games and Festivals. They have a list of canceled and rescheduled games. Oh, come on. I'm not going to do that work. Heather, you know that. Puppy Jake Highland Games. Puppy Jake? That's got to be like a foundation. It is, okay. I wish there was a dude named Puppy Jake. I'd kiss him on the mouth. Puppy Jake Highland Games. Let's read about this. Metro Area Kilted Throwers. Oh, yes, the MACT. Raising Money for Puppy Jake Foundation is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping military veterans through the assistance of well-bred, socialized, and professionally trained service dogs. Aww. That is fucking adorable. Support this games if y'all are there. So Puppy, that's in Altoona, Iowa. Altoona. Have a different name for your city. Altoona, Iowa. TheMacThrowers.com. Check it out, guys. Puppy Jake Highland Games. That's for a good cause. Go put your money towards shit like that and feel better about yourself. All right? Put your money towards that and racial justice, and then everything will be better. Ryan Seckman says Cheyenne Celtic Bison. Hey, Ryan, again. Sorry I talked bad about you and throwing hammers and stuff, man. I feel bad. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You're really handsome. I've got no clever clapback about that. You are a very handsome man. Cheyenne Celtic Bison Classic, September 19th and 20th. Cheyenne, Wyoming, part of Cheyenne Celtic Festival. He says, thank you, sir. He's handsome and polite. He made a separate comment that said, thank you, sir. God. Michaela says Austin is still a go. Yeah, that'd be fun. It's in November. I think we've got a chance. Hope that whatever it is, I always forget the name of that. Pioneer Farms. I hope they're still good. They're still good with it. This is the one that got me hyped right here. Eric Montambo, Boyne Pirate Festival is still... The Pirate Festival is still fucking on. God, Hayden's going to be so excited. The Boyne Pirate Festival is still a maybe. Pending city okay. City Council of Boyne, you better get your shit together. Understand what the priorities are here. If we got to throw in plastic pirate ships, sealed up individual pirate ships, or each one could be like a separate Davy Jones locker. See the possibilities, Boyne. There's so much you could do here. I mean, here's my first question. Are we throwing a 16-pound cannonball? If not, why the fuck not? Right? Right? What are those things that pirates shoot these things? They're like, they call them like shackles or something like that. It's like a ball and chain that they fire at the mast of the other ship. Are we throwing one of those for a 56 and a 28? Because if not, why the fuck are we not doing that? Is the caber the mast of a boat? Is it the mast of a corsair? These are really important questions. And if the good people of Boyne haven't figured out the possibilities for this game, then I'm here for you. Bring me to the meetings. Get me in there. Eric, get me in there, dude. Get me the fuck in there. Get me in the festival committee and get me in the city council meetings and get me in front of the mayor of Boyne. And I will make sure they understand the possibilities. The cultural significance of the Boyne Pirate Festival. God, Pending City. Okay, August 8th. How do I get to Boyne? We looked this up, but I don't remember what state it's actually in. I'm extremely passionate about it, but know very little to nothing about it. And that's how I live my life, you motherfuckers. Boyne City, Michigan? Is it Boyne, Michigan? Well, why don't I just look at Pirate Festival instead of being an idiot? Boyne Pirate Festival. It's Thursday, August 8th, you guys. Fuck, how can this thing not happen? August 8th is what they put on the website in Comic Sans. Italic Comic Sans. Because it's serious. Pay attention. A boatload of family fun. We're going to do the fucking Pirate Festival website again, guys. It's so good. It's so good. And they don't say what state it's on right at the first part of the page. I mean, I guess they're not getting a lot of out-of-state visitors. I understand. Scott McKenzie, president of the Pirate Fest Board of Directors. Scott, hey, hit me up, dude. I got fucking ideas. I know this sport. I know the vibe. I know what you're looking for, okay? I know what we need to do. I get it. Oh, yeah, Michigan. Boyne City Pirate Festival celebrates the Michigan Lakes and all they have to offer. Fuck yeah, they do. Oh, God, the Pirate Fest is still on. Hayden. The Pirate Fest is still on. They need a captain, man. That was a period and then man. They need a captain, ampersand, man. All right, Boyne Pirate Festival still on. There's still sanity in the world. Highland Fling, Highland, Utah, August 1st. Sweet. Redstone Highland Games, St. George, Utah. Why are there's so many Highland Games in Utah? I know why. I've talked about it before. There's a big Scottish cultural thread there. There's a big vein of Scottish culture and settlers. But still, y'all do a good job keeping those going. Good job, Utah. Willie Dancer. Hold me closer, Willie Dancer. Holiday Highlander supporting continuing the mission. That sounds like it's for a good cause. I'm probably too lazy to look up what the cause is. But if Willie's involved, it's a good cause. He's a good dude. December 6th, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Is there a more southern name for a city than Fayetteville? Marcelo DeRosso. As of right now, my game in Kerrville is still a go, but the festival part has been canceled. So yeah, I know Marcelo is going to turn that into an athletes only kind of thing, and he's got good equipment. He's a good dude. He was on my previous podcast. Oh no, my actual other current podcast. He was on the Now You Try podcast. Talked to him about metalworking and how he learned to do that himself. Check that episode out if you want to. Marcelo is a cool dude. But yeah, he runs Kerrville. I threw there last year. Got the win. Got a big sword. Looking at big sword right now. And then we'll keep going. Kevin Ritchie says, Wichita Highland Games at Great Plains Renaissance Festival, September 26th. Ren Fair game, do it. Go get weirded out and go get talked to by the characters. Rodney Dodson. Hey, Rodney. So far, both Scots Fest and Tulsa is on. Both Scots Fest and Iron Thistle. Okay. And Iron Thistle's moved to October. You know what? It'll be not 150,000 degrees at Iron Thistle, maybe. And maybe I'll actually make it. I've never gone to Thistle. That's always been one of the, oh, you got to go to Iron Thistle. You got to go to the Irvins game. I know the Irvins are awesome. I get it. They're the shit. I know them. I know that they're good people, but I've just never been able to go to their games because I think it was always in the middle of baseball season, which we started back baseball practice last week. It's been interesting with social distancing stuff. Fascinating. Save that for another time. So Scots Fest, yeah, obviously Scots Fest is on. I am doing that one. That's where I'm going to go humiliate all these other under 200 athletes. Yeah. Alan Wertzing, he's just tagging somebody else. Mountain Home, Idaho. Mountain Home, Idaho is where I threw in Worlds in 2016 and took second to Stefan Dumitrica. It's okay. I don't lose sleep over it. It's okay. I'm not mad. Whatever. It's fine. God, Stefan is so... He's just the best. You talk about handsome, by the way. He's European. He's kind of like swashbuckling, and he's got abs and stuff. He's actually, like, you can't... It's hard to swashbuckle as an American, but as like a... So a guy with like Romani Gypsy heritage... I think it's Romani. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But now lives in Austria and comes from Romania. He's very, not swarthy is the word, swashbuckling. He's really swashbuckling. Like, he could rock like one of those pointy pirate mustaches, not like the scraggly pirate beard, like one of the pointy ones, like a D'Artagnan style, or like the kind that gets drawn onto like swashbuckling people in cartoons. They're just like two little needle points. He could rock one of those and he would make it look fucking good. Let's see. What else did Polly post? And Aaron with a funny comment. Aaron, you're so funny. That's all that I got on that one. So, what is there any else that I know of personally? I don't think so. Let me think if I think they're still trying to do Decatur, which is Texas Scottish Festival here in Texas. Some other ones may potentially get rescheduled to October. October is going to be the busiest month in all of Highland Games history because every sport was like, well, every festival was like, well, maybe the pandemic will be over by then, so let's shoot for that month. It'll be colder, so maybe that'll kill the virus. Or that's the first time the fields were open again or whatever. So, look, we got a chance, guys. That's all I'm saying is we got a chance. Train your ass off. Have fun on the training. You know, take it seriously like always. Lift, stay in shape, keep throwing. This shit's coming back. It is, but we got a chance. We got a chance to get some numbers in and get out and see our friends. We're not going to have the crowds that we had before, and that sucks. You know, I know we love to bring our thing. We like to bring our thing out in front of the crowds. I get it. But we're not going to have, it's not going to be the same this time. You got to accept that. If you get lucky and have a good crowd, then do the best you can to make it entertaining, man. You know, just be a competitor, be an entertainer, and understand that you're an entertainment product out there, and make a good account of what we do, because we might be the only thing going on, man. Like, the only sport we can fucking watch right now is the UFC. Have you been watching those without the crowd, by the way? Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, okay. If I ever had like many other dudes, if you've ever trained, or if you don't even, you've had these thoughts like, you know, maybe one day I'll sign up for a cage fight. I'll take like an amateur fight. You know, I'll do a mixed martial arts fight. I'll train. I'm feeling in pretty good shape. You know, my boxing's decent. I think I can, you know, I wrestled a little when I was in high school. Even if you think like I'm going to take an amateur fight or something, watch one of those fucking fights with no sound from the audience and listen to how a body kick sounds. You're not going to want to do it anymore. You're not going to want to do that. And I don't want to take one of those body kicks. I'm 203 pounds right now. If I decided to fight, I'd maybe fight 185. And if I really committed my life to it, whatever's left of it now that I'm 40, you know, I'd fight at 170 maybe. I don't want to take a fucking body kick from one of those guys in the 185 pound class. Ow. It's so fucking loud. Even the ones that like don't land super hard, land kind of on the arms, or like, and you gotta understand, those are trained killers that you're watching in the UFC, best in the world, and they don't flinch. They don't really show it a lot, especially in early rounds when they get kicked in the body, or like it comes off the forearms, or, you know, hits them on the upper arm. That shit fucking hurts. Even when it hits you on the upper arm, even when they have shin guards on, it still fucking hurts. It's so loud. I remember the first time I went to one, like when we went to a live one in Austin, and we sat down on our seats, and the first thing we heard was somebody landing a body kick. And in an arena full of people in the Frank Erwin Center in Austin, Texas, it was just like a gunshot rang through it. Like it's insane. So anyway, another digression there, but that's the only sport that we got right now. And I love it, by the way. I actually love the no crowd shit. I like it because you get a better sense. You can hear the corners, but you can also read the fighters better. You see tactics better, and you can understand the ebb and flow of the fight even better without the crowd interfering with their kind of collective opinion. And you don't get people doing that stupid woo shit when it gets slow, or people booing grappling exchanges like retards. I actually prefer it. But look, little fringe sports like ours might be the only thing going still at that point. Baseball can't get its head out of its own unionized ass. There's who knows what's going to happen with the NFL season. That's a lot of money on the line for them to not do anything. So I bet they figure something out. But we may be the only thing going, man, and we're not a major sport. And so you're going to get people that are bored out of their fucking gourds looking for something to do. So, be an entertainer and get your cameras out. If there's a big thrower where you are, if there's one of the people that throws big, it's entertaining, it's fun to watch, does all those things, you got a pro class or something, make video, man, get it out there. Do the work, get it produced, put it on YouTube, push it out there. There's platforms to do this. Just get our shit out there. People are just begging to be entertained right now, and they want to see athletes doing their thing. And we got a chance, man, because we're not a contact sport. We can stay 6 to 10 feet away from each other and do our thing and still be competitive and still have something going, and we got an interest factor. So go for it. Do that thing. Heavy Light is brought to you by Throw Bros. Throw Bros is the only online store for Highland Games athletes. Gear up, get throwing. Use code HEAVYLIGHT, all one word. You're going to save 10% at throwbros.com.